This problem looks simple, and that's the trap. Most people who see this are going to pick the wrong answer, not because they're bad at math, but because they'll trust their gut instead of the rules. So take a real look at the answer choices. Pick one, commit to it, drop it in the comments. But slow down before you do, because the mistake people make here is almost always made in the first 5 seconds.
All right, so we've got 2 times parentheses 2 plus 2 divided by 2. Let me show you exactly how people go wrong. Most people know that the first thing to do, parentheses. Then they notice the addition. It's right there, it looks easy, so they just do it. 2 plus 2 is 4.
So now the problem looks like 2 parentheses, 4 divided by 2.
Then 4 divided by 2 is 2, and 2 times 2 is 4. So they circle D and move on. Someone else looks at the same problem and thinks differently. They know that a number sitting right outside parentheses means multiplication. Like 2, 3 just means 2 times 3. So they go 2 times 4 is 8, and 2 times 2 is 4. So 8 divided by 4 equals 2. Answer A. Both of those paths feel completely reasonable. The arithmetic is clean. Nothing looks broken. But both answers are wrong. And they're wrong for the exact same reason: the order in which the steps were done.
This is because of not understanding the rule of the order of operations properly. The order of operations is a rule that determines which arithmetic operations are solved first and which are solved last according to their structural role, evaluating grouped and higher-level operations before lower-level ones to produce a consistent result. According to this rule, the first thing to solve is parentheses, then exponents, followed by multiplication and division, and finally addition and subtraction. People often remember this order of priority using the acronym PEMDAS. Each letter stands for an arithmetic operation in order of priority. P stands for parentheses, E stands for exponents, M for multiplication, D for division, A for addition, and S for subtraction. Before I go back to the original problem, let me give you a simpler example so that you can warm up, and then we will move on to the tougher one.
So, what is 10 divided by 5 times 2? Some of you just said 1. You thought 5 times 2 equals 10, then 10 divided by 10 equals 1. The other half said 4. You went left to right. 10 divided by 5 equals 2, then 2 times 2 equals 4. The correct answer is 4. And the reason, it's all about PEMDAS. Let me walk through it. We have discussed what the letters stand for. P stands for parentheses, and this includes brackets and curly braces, anything that groups numbers together. Whatever is inside those grouping symbols gets handled first, completely, before you touch anything outside. Not sometimes, every time. E stands for exponents, also called powers. Something like 2 cubed means 2 times 2 times 2, which is 8. If you don't have any, skip this step and keep moving. Now, here's where most people trip. The next letter is M, multiplication. So naturally, people think do all multiplication next, but that's not how it works. M and D, multiplication and division, are actually treated as equals. You don't do all multiplication and then all division. You look at the problem from left to right and do whichever one you hit first. That's why 10 divided by 5 times 2 equals 4. Division comes first, not because division beats multiplication, but because it appears first when you read left to right. I've spent most of my time in math, and this is the single most common mistake I see. Even students in advanced courses get caught by this. Same rule applies to addition and subtraction. Equal priority, left to right. Whatever comes first, you do first. That's why 10 divided by 5 times 2 equals 4. Because 10 divided by 5 is 2, and 2 times 2 is 4.
Now let's go back to our original problem, and you'll see exactly where both approaches broke down. 2 times parentheses 2 plus 2 divided by 2. The first mistake, jumping to 2 plus 2 before handling the division inside the parentheses. That's doing addition before division, a direct violation of PEMDAS. The second mistake, multiplying the outside 2 before finishing everything inside the parentheses. You can't touch the outside until the inside is completely done. That's what parentheses mean. So let's do it right. We have parentheses, so we work inside them first. The inside of the parentheses is its own little self-contained math problem. 2 plus 2 divided by 2. Now we have to do the division before the addition, because division has a higher priority than addition. So 2 divided by 2 is equal to 1, then 2 plus 1 equals 3.
Now we have simplified the problem to 2 parentheses 3, which means 2 times 3. And 2 times 3 is equal to 6. Therefore, the final answer is choice C. If you got that right, genuinely, from the start, that's a real win. If you didn't, don't sweat it. PEMDAS trips up people at every level. I've watched students in calculus lose points because they rushed a basic order of operations step. If this made you realize your fundamentals could use some work, that's actually a good thing to know. Start there. Fractions, decimals, order of operations, percentages, if any of that feels shaky, shore it up. Everything in math builds on this foundation, and cracks at the base show up everywhere. Good luck out there, and take your time on the next one.